All right, Libras, welcome into your monthly intuitive tarot reading. And this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node Libras. And this is for the month of May. So we're kind of going to get some information and guidance for the whole month and see what can best help you in your ascension, in your expansion, and also to help you find your highest timeline here. So how is everyone? We just completed one of the most intense months of the year. So that was April. So I would say, we just had, so May 1st was the Scorpio full moon. So that was pretty intense as well. And right after the Scorpio new moon. So on that May 1st, Pluto kind of stationed, I guess you could call it stationed. It stopped moving because now what happens is it's going to start to go retrograde. So we're going to have a Pluto retrograde this month. We have a couple squares. So for the most part, it's not like a crazy intense month, but there is a little bit of especially with Pluto retrograde, we're going to have a little bit of a pause. So if you've been going through some major changes or transformation, any big endings, there's a little bit of a pause to it. So don't feel like, okay, I was moving forward and now I feel like I'm stalled. This is an opportunity. So actually, I've learned to look at retrogrades differently. Retrogrades are not bad. Retrogrades actually are a good pause. It's a good break. So it's like when we think of planets going direct, the energy is flowing forward, right? So there's movement. We're making progress. We're making changes. Things are happening. And most of the time we like that, right? But sometimes it's like we need a pause, we need a break. And it also helps us to reassess, to review, and say, okay, where have I come? Or where am I at right now? Is there something that I need to, again, reassess? Am I going in the right direction? Is this unfolding in the right way? Is there any efficiencies, any changes I can make that maybe I've realized or learned some lessons along the way? So with Pluto, again, that's also Scorpionic energy. That's represents, death and rebirth and transformation. So it's kind of something that you've been making shifts and changes around, or maybe you're going through a huge transformation in your life, but this is a good time to take stock, kind of say, okay, is there anything I want to focus on more now going forward? Do I want to make a different decision? Maybe go in a different direction? So that's that retrograde. We also just had Uranus move into Gemini on April 25th. So now we're starting to see that energy unfold. That's not a fast energy, so it's not like everything's going to change in a day or even a week. Uranus is going to be in Gemini for about 7-8 years. So that's a long time. So this energy unfolds more slowly. So we're going to see a broader collective change, but it's going to unfold over the next 7-8 years. And usually with that, you can kind of look at the first year. It takes about the first year for you to kind of start really seeing, okay, I see how this is shifting or what's happening here. I think it's also, once you start to get more into astrology, you can start to really use the energy to your advantage. So, Uranus was in Taurus since 2018. And especially for fixed signs, Libra, you're not a fixed sign, but the fixed signs really were impacted the most since Taurus is a fixed sign. Gemini is a mutable sign. And let me double check. I don't think Libra is... I don't have those memorized, but I don't think Libra is immutable. Let me double check. Libra is a cardinal sign, so you are going under the radar here, which is good. But Uranus is going to impact most of the mutable signs. So if you have any mutable energy in your chart or strong mutable, that's going to be Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So if you do have strong, like your rising moon, North Node, you might want to, it may impact you a little bit more. But you can kind of look back at, okay, when a sign changes, especially the outer planets, because they move slower, so they stay in a sign longer. You can kind of look at where kind of the last, so like Uranus and Taurus, you can look at the last, 8 years and kind of say, okay, what are the big themes? What are the lessons I learned? What can I use and take forward into the next, 7, 8 years to make this easier, right? Move through it with more ease and grace, or use it to my advantage. Uranus energy represents liberation, freedom, revolution. It represents surprises, changes, spontaneity. So, you could use it to your advantage to make quick changes. And clear things out that aren't working. And we have Jupiter here. So welcome in, Jupy. Actually, Jupiter he used to always come into my readings, and he hasn't really been visiting the readings as much. But, so that's a sign, Libra. That May is going to be a lucky month for you, since Jupiter is the sign of good luck. So let's get started here. Libras. Don't forget to take a look at my website, my Etsy shop, my books. I have 2 books that are available on Amazon. They are there to help you to unearth your heaven on earth. And my Etsy shop has all my energy stone bracelets, and these are handmade, and I work with them energetically to make sure they're charged and activated and cleansed for you, so they're primed for you to use. But let's see here. Let's start with some foundational energies with the Oracle. Passion and pleasure, savor your life. I think Cancer got that one too. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Wow. This is great energy, Libra. Taking shelter. The answers are within. So I feel like you're about to, like in this card here, it's almost like you're coming out. There's a window here, and I feel like you're like a window's opening or a door's opening, and you're kind of moving out into something new. Obviously, with rainbow blessings, and the rainbow to me is a sign of, positivity, good luck, and blessings, right? And there's something here about the answers are within, like maybe you're needing a little bit more information, or like, is this the right thing I should do? Is this the right direction? And there's a little bit of like, I feel like this could be that Pluto retrograde energy this month, about like kind of like taking a little pause and reassessing before you jump into something. But I feel like something's opening up for you, and this is really going to lead you towards, I do feel like whatever this is really is a path of, it's a passionate path for you, right? Like you're really being pulled to this. This is something that really inspires you, that you're passionate about, that you feel like would be something that you would really enjoy. And I do feel like this is really good for you, Libras. And 2, with this lantern, it's almost like allowing, this is fully surrendering to the universe. I've been reading this book called The Surrender Experiment, and I would recommend that to you, Libras, because it really talks about that as really surrendering in every moment to the universe, and whatever the universe is bringing to you, there's a reason. And it's like taking the universe up on what's coming to you. And usually people are a little bit too in their head, or they're filtering, or their belief systems, and they're just kind of like maybe too negative. But it's like really seeing that anything that crosses your path is a blessing, and that there's a reason for it, and following those nuggets, those crumbs, because those are the things that are really going to take you down your highest timeline. And if you also follow the crumbs of your passion and pleasure, that's how you follow your ultimate path. All right, I'm going to pull a couple Reverie Lenormand cards here. So we have card 41, which is the well. So that's also kind of the wishing well. That's the messenger. So there is some sort of message coming in, information, a message, someone reaching out to you, an invitation. And then the birds. So this is also a card of communication. So you have two cards of communication, connecting. This could be also referencing like emails, social media, text. But it can also represent gossip, or like a lot of people talking about something. So, but I do feel like these are all positive around this energy, and that's probably what this door or window that's opening up for you. And there's something positive here awaiting you. And where is... I did want to just read this well card for you. So the well, there's many symbolic meanings: wishes, resources, creativity, and healing. If you look intently in the depth of my darkness, you may see your true thoughts reflected and your secret wishes revealed. But your wishes will only be granted if you dig deep and work hard. So the well card is about looking deeper into issues. You may think you know all the facts, but there may be more to the story you are not seeing. So the image suggests hidden depths. The rope entering the well represents the importance of keeping one's center. If for some reason you feel like you've kind of hit rock bottom recently or for a while, this is now a sign that, you know, the only way is up, right? Now you're on the up progression. It also, like it said, has to do with wishes. It can be careful what you wish for, or be prepared for something that you wanted. But again, this may take some, to me also, some sort of leap of faith, or you're kind of going to question like, yes, I wanted this, but am I ready for this? So this is an attainable goal, but requires a little bit of effort or commitment. So it is positive. It definitely is positive. All right, let's get some tarot cards. I got these are big cards. It's the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. So Page of Pentacles. So you could be, the Page of Pentacles can refer to like education or learning something new. Here, Magician, Eight of Wands. So there could be some sort of offer to learn something new, to tap into some sort of like opportunity to get educated on something. And maybe it involves travel or moving with the Eight of Wands. But the Magician in the middle means, you know, this is something that I feel like is going to elevate you, just energetically, and also maybe in what you're doing. This could be work related. But the Magician is a powerful sign that you are really making moves right now. You're attracting and magnetizing a lot of good stuff right now. So I also feel like you've magnetized some sort of opportunity here. And if this presents itself, like in the surrender experiment, you should definitely take this up, even if you're a little hesitant or cautious, or is this something that, you know, that is going to be an advantage for me? You might have to maybe invest by traveling or something, but I do feel like this is good. We have the Ace of Swords. So an ace here. So again, something new. This could be some information coming in, I feel, for you Libras. That represents some information. Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups. So this again is referring to, just like the Well, this is some sort of wish fulfillment here. This is something that you've wanted, or this is going to be something that's going to lead to something that you wanted. And there is this Queen tied. So either this is referring to somebody that you're connecting with that's kind of part of this bridge or this opportunity here, or this is referring to you, and you're really powerful in May, Libras. Like I said, the Magician with the Queen of Fire, like you're magnetizing and attracting stuff right now. Like you're on fire, like not literally, but metaphorically, you're literally on fire. People are attracted to you this month. It's just like a lot of things are coming to you, and there's a lot of confidence here, and you're making some moves and building something that's successful here. And I'm dropping cards. These cards are so big, they kind of take up the whole space, and I want to make room here. Emperor, there's leadership here. Yeah, someone sees you as powerful, or that this step, maybe you have to learn something, but this step is going to help elevate you as some sort of leader in what you're doing. Seven of Wands. And there you go, Fortune's Wheel, Wheel of Fortune here. So yes, definitely there's a lot of good luck this month. And this is for you to take advantage of that. There is something with divine timing here as well. This could be a meeting, or again, traveling somewhere where you're going somewhere that's going to have some big importance to your path and where you're going and what you're doing. So I like this. You know, with the Seven of Wands here as well, between the Emperor and the Queen of Fire, I feel this is about really standing up. You have kind of, this is like an upper hand. Like you have an elevated, you know, in the usual tarot, this is a man kind of standing on this rock, and there's people underneath him. And it really represents that you have the higher hand in a situation. But I also feel like you just are, people see you as elevated. They see you as important with these other cards here. And it's just like standing up for being authentic, putting yourself out there. And like, maybe there's a lot of people that are going to be vying for your time, your skills in May as well. That could be what that Seven of Wands is referring to. Let's see. I'm going to use this other deck to just clarify a couple things. I wanted to get a clarifier for this Page of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. So you're definitely getting clarity about something. There's a lot of, with the Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles, that can be a lot about information, learning something. But with the swords, that's about information coming in, learning, intellect here, something new. There's definitely something new coming in that's giving you some information that's helping you figure out your next step on your path. And Ace of Swords, Page of Wands here. Yeah, more information. This is like getting new ideas too. There's a lot of new things coming in for you, like new ideas. I think there's new inspiration. I think your creativity is really blossoming as well. There's a lot for you to take in May, and it's helping you kind of have some new ideas about your career, your work, or what you're putting out creatively. And there's a lot of support here. And look at that, you have the Empress. So we have the Empress and the Emperor. So to me also, the Empress is about fertility, like you're birthing something. And I do feel like something's birthing in reality in May for you, something new that you've been kind of gestating. And with the Ace of Swords as well, this is new energy coming in. And I mean, and for a small few of you, to me, this could also be about learning or like getting information. This could be around like pregnancy. Someone's pregnant, getting that information. But that'll be for a small few of you. Emperor, Four of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely grounding. It's almost like you're finding some new direction about where you want to set up, like set your foundation. So there could be something about moving or moving houses, but you know, the Four Wands really represents stability. So an opportunity is bringing stability to you and like leveling you up. And then Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of people coming in May, vying for your attention, asking for, again, they want what you have to offer. But there's a little bit of Four of Swords, like you're kind of just like, whoa, like you're not jumping on anything too fast. You're kind of like, because the Four of Swords is kind of rest and retreat in energy here. So maybe you're kind of like quietly just like, okay, all this is coming in, but you're taking time to really assess like what your next move is, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Like, I feel like this is too much for you to do everything. So it's kind of like waiting and figuring that out. Like you have time here. And then one last one, Eight of Wands, Devil, and Ace of Wands. So there's something that has been holding you back. This could be a focus too much on location or something about moving, or this could also be like some karmic blocks in communication. This could be like a blocked throat chakra here with the Devil, because the Eight of Wands can be about communication. But then the Ace of Wands come in. So now you have two aces, and this is like a blast of inspiration, like a new creative idea, or really seeing now. I feel like maybe there could be a complete shift in the direction you're going. And this is coming from within. Like your soul is kind of like, maybe you were like, you know, there's a karmic thing here of, this could be a pattern you were stuck in as well. That like, just like this, like you can't get moving, right? You've kind of been in this loop where things aren't fully taking off. Things aren't fully, maybe it's like kind of started to, but it's like there's been some frustration here with that Devil energy, and that's karmic. But I like the Ace of Wands coming in because this is signifying some new path, some new energy coming in that's refreshing. Because you've got pages here, but you also have the Emperor and the Empress, so, and the Queen of Wands. So that's strong energy, like strong leveling up in leadership, in like business ideas, in creative ideas, just attracting people in your life that are also supporting you in your growth. So Libra, there's a lot of, to me, a lot of potential for growth this month and success. Rainbow blessings also. So this, this could be about abundance, job opportunities, creative opportunities, working with people. I feel like that might have been a theme for you. That's kind of ringing a bell about just like opportunities to connect, like networking, but like they're creating like more opportunities for you to grow and expand. So if someone's offering something for you to learn something new or a new trade or like learn about a new area, I definitely would do it. All right, Libras. Well, thank you for joining in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join the Soul Tribe here, and let me know how everyone's doing. We're, well into 2026 now, and the next big month is going to be July. So July was kind of going to be the month of real embodiment. So the first part of the year, half of the year, it was really about growth, transformation, increasing our vibration, releasing all the stuff, getting rid of the layers in our life that aren't supportive anymore of where we're headed. And then July is really where we're kind of starting to really embody it in the physical. Like things have started already happening, and we're kind of starting to see where we're now, like this new timeline. So this is exciting right now because we're in May, so we have 2 months here. So we'll kind of see how this unfolds. So keep in touch, right? So hit that bell to make sure you get all the new videos that I post, and stay in touch too with the weekly so you can see kind of more in detail, a shorter time frame to see how things are moving and shaking right now. All right, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.